Thank you for viewing this special presentation from Blue Valley Schools concerning a local option budget election scheduled for January 2015. The purpose of this presentation is to inform you about an upcoming local option budget election in the Blue Valley School District. Over the course of the next several minutes, we will answer important questions regarding the election and provide you with information about the needs of the school district. What is a local option budget? A local option budget is a way that residents can help fund their own local school district. Kansas law allows residents of a school district to supplement the budget that the state of Kansas gives school districts. A local option budget is just as the name implies. It is a local source of funding to augment a school district's budget, and it is optional in that school district residents choose whether to have such a budget to aid in funding our children's schools. Why does the district need a local option budget election? Last year, a new state law was enacted that allowed school districts the opportunity to boost their local option budget 2%. The initial addition of 2% could be completed with a Board of Education resolution and affirmative board vote. For the LOB to stay at its current level in subsequent years, a formal vote of the public is required. That is what this election is all about. Whether to keep our local option budget at its current level so that no local option budget funding is lost. How is the local option budget used? A district's local option budget can be used for a variety of purposes that fall under the general operation of the school district. This includes paying for teacher salaries, providing classroom supplies, paying for instructional materials, utilities, and instructional support staff. Is this a good time to ask voters to maintain local option budget funding? In a recent community survey, voters said they see the school district as a positive investment for students' futures, as well as economic development and property values in the district. For example, well over 90% of those surveyed said investing in good public schools maintains strong property values, and more than 85% said investing in good schools helps attract employers to the area. The vast majority said the district could be trusted to use funds wisely. In short, this survey says two things. Voters approve of the direction of the Blue Valley School District and trust how the district handles its financial resources. How much will this cost me? It is important to know the local option budget is already in place, and this election is simply asking whether to keep it at its current level. If it is kept at its current level, based on current known factors, there is no tax rate increase associated with this election. What happens if the local option budget election does not pass? If the local option budget election is not successful, the 2% local option budget boost the Board of Education passed last year will expire. This will translate into a loss of nearly $3 million in funding for the Blue Valley School District that would need to be made up through budget reductions and/or reallocations. This local option budget election will solve the district's budget issues, right? It is important to remember the local option budget election asks the question whether to keep the local option budget at its current level. This election is not about seeking additional funds for the Blue Valley School District, as that is not currently allowed by law. If the local option budget election is passed, no new funds will be available. Instead, no current local option budget revenue will be lost. How does a mail-in ballot work? The Johnson County Election Office will mail a ballot to all registered voters around January 7th. Simply mark your choice on the ballot and send it back in the postage-paid and pre-addressed envelope that will accompany the ballot. How do I register to vote? The Johnson County Election Office has a website to help people register to vote. That address is jocoelection.org. The Blue Valley School District also has voter registration forms on its website for download. Simply go to bluevalleyk12.org/LOB. There will be a link to voter registration. How do I find out more information? The Blue Valley School District has developed a web page to keep voters informed about the local option budget election. It can be found by going to bluevalleyk12.org/LOB. We want to thank you for taking time to view this special presentation about the upcoming local option budget election scheduled for January 2015. Again, registered voters in the Blue Valley School District will have the opportunity to vote in this local option budget election by mail-in ballot. This election seeks the voters' response on whether to keep a local funding source to support school district operations. We appreciate your time viewing this presentation. Please remember to vote.